It's Darius Washington after today's game, after win over there, Oldenburg. So Darius, what was the key factor or the key decisive moment or key part of the game for today's win?
Defense. We locked down on the defensive end in the second half, and we ran transition. We got some easy buckets, a couple layups, some easy jump shots. And from there, once we got going, the tables turned, and we just shared the ball. We shared the ball, played defense, and played more aggressive on defensive end. Rather than the first half, they played more aggressive than us, and that's why they were able to get a 17-point lead in the first half. But the second half, we got together and started playing more aggressive on defensive end.
When you were down 10-27, you seemed to be like in shock, and it looked really very bad. So, in that moment, did they surprise you with their terrific defense in the first quarter, or what was the reason of the big gap?
They made us play their basketball in the first half. They did what they wanted to do on both ends. And how I said earlier, they just, they came out and they threw the first punch, and it did shock us a little bit, but we kept our composure, we didn't get rattled, and from there, we just, came together as a team and buckled down on the defensive end, and everything else just came smooth.
How did you get out of that hole, like in defense, in offense?
We wanted to make them take more difficult shots. Paul Dean got out and started hitting some unbelievable shots. I think he had 12, 13 points at halftime. So we had to limit him. And we still had to control Jenkins and McKee. And I think we did a great job on their guards. Controlling them. In the second half, we controlled Paul Dean a little bit. He still hit some unbelievable shots, but it's part of the game. So we just had to limit him on his catches and make it more difficult for him. And keep doing what we're doing on the other guards.
Is the zone defense a sort of cure for you when you have big problems in the games?
We wanted to give them a different look. The zone was working, so we stuck to it. We went to zone to man to zone. We wanted just to switch it up to give them a different look, to make them think. And that was the key, was to make them think. Rather than just coming down and just playing, just fast basketball. We want to slow them down a little bit.
Actually, when you started the game, so Yuri was playing actually with the ball, and you were playing more off the ball. So was it like the tactics for the first half, that you will be like coming to the ball on the second in the second as the second option?
That's something coach saw that that we could use to our advantage, to put me at the 2 and play Erie at the 1. To have me and Trey run the wings to make us faster, and that's what we did. Some games I'll play the point, some games I'll play the 2, some games I'll play both. So we have to just do what coach see, because coach can see things that we can't see while we're on the court. So that can work for our advantage. And that's what coach did. He told me that he wanted me to play the 2 to attack more, to put them more on their heels, stuff like that. So and that's what we did. Trey got some easy shots off off penetration, and so did some of our big guys. And that was the whole key.
What was the reason that actually you yourself couldn't get it going in the first half, and then you actually took off in the third quarter?
I mean, you have those games. Some games, you miss easy shots. I missed 2 free throws, and I missed a layup, a couple jump shots. But it's a long game. So I didn't want to get rattled with myself, because I know the team needed me. So start of the second half, I told myself the first half is over. The first half is history. So now, you have to, come out and play the second half, and that's what I did. I just wanted to give what the team needed.
One of the last 20 months is looking more and more as your additional point guard. So he's creating a lot, 20 months. So he's creating more and more for others, for the power forwards and so on. So is it a big help, like when he has options, not only shooting but
yeah, definitely. Everyone knows Trey Simmons. So when he gets the ball, everyone's focused on him. When he come off the pick, they're trapping him, they're hedging hard, and stuff like that. So it's more easier for the other guards and the big men to get easier shots. You know, so we have to take advantage of that. Peter has stepped up tremendously. He has had 2 big games. The VTB game on Friday. I think later on this week early this week he had, and it's a nice game. Peter has stepped up, hitting that mid-range jumper. Because when his man commit on Trey or myself, he's knocking that shot down. So it makes it harder for the defense because now everyone is a threat on the floor. All 5 guys, not just 1 or 2 guys.
Well, I think actually you're playing 3 different balls. It's Wilson here. It's Pauling it's Wilson in VTB. It's Pauling here and Malton in Czech League. So how different is it to change the balls?
It's not difficult. It's basketball. It's around and bounce. So we have to just adjust. At this point, we play 3 leagues, so there's no excuses. So we practice, the whole week with the ball, or the day before, or shoot around. So we have to just get used to it. Because it's going to be a long season. So there's no use to have something, so small to hold us back as basketball.
Which one is your favorite, by the way?
I would say the Spalding is my favorite.
Thanks very much.
Let's go in.